And Damon here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Live, gbhbl.com for short, and it's flashback time as we are going back to 1993 for one of the most iconic first-person shooters ever. It is Doom, developed by ID Software for the MS-DOS. Players assume the role of a space marine, properly known as Doom Guy. That's how he's known these days, fighting his way through the hordes of invading demons from hell. First episode comprised 9 levels, was distributed freely as shareware, and played by an estimated 15 to 20 million people within 2 years. The full game with 2 further episodes was sold via mail order, and an updated version with additional episodes and more difficult levels. The Ultimate Doom was released in 1995 and sold in retail. So congratulations, Doom, for such an incredible level of success. Yeah, it is one of the most significant games in video game history. It's frequently cited as one of the greatest games ever made, along with its predecessor, Wolfenstein 3D. It helped define the FPS genre and inspired numerous similar games, often called Doom clones. It pioneered online distribution and technologies including 3D graphics, networked multiplayer gaming, and support for custom modifications via packaged WAD files. Its graphic violence and hellish imagery drew controversy, of course, and has been ported to numerous platforms. Basically, if you own a computer or console, you can get Doom in some way or another. And it's a long-running franchise. Doom 2 Hell on Earth, 1994. Expansion packs included master levels for Doom 2. The source code was released in 1997 under a property license, and then later in 1999 under the GNU General Public License version 2.2 or later. So you can actually make your own Doom levels. People often do. Then we had Doom 3, a horror game, but with the ID Tech 4 engine, released in 2004, followed by 2005 Doom film. Go check out the episode where we covered that stinking mess. And eventually in 2016 and 2020, we got Doom and Doom Eternal, which are the newest versions. It is, all of those things are incredible. They're incredible. What can we add to that? There's the problem with this. We're like, okay, well, what do we love about Doom? It is a legendary first-person shooter.
Yeah.
It's that, isn't it? Here's the thing. I'd never played Doom back in the day. I never played it. The games for FPS I played was Duke Nukem 3D early, and I struggled a lot with that. And then eventually, the mammoth, and still one of my favourite FPSs ever, and I'm talking about Doom clones, Quake 2. You know, Quake 2 was a phenomenal game. Doom came very late in my life, actually. And so by the time I played it, I played so many FPSs, the wow factor wasn't there. It was more of a, okay, this is cool to play a bit of history more than anything else. But what I love about it, what I can still say, if I turn it on right now, how smooth it plays, how good it feels, how solid that first person shooting is, how instantly I'm transported back to the very first time I played it with that, you know what I mean? You know it. Absolutely. It is a legendary first person shooter.
Yeah, I mean, one of my first memories of this game is that I remember being in school, in secondary school at Eaglesfield, around my friends playing this game on the PC. And I remember this, I remember
That's
this,
awesome.
Yeah, I remember this, and the controls. I remember the movements and like the shooting. Yeah, so this game is
legendary. Then for you,
it's one of the games which even now it still holds up.
Oh, it does. It really does. And you know, the sequels, Doom 2, I played all of them. Doom 2, well, most of the sequels. Doom 2 was fine. Doom 3 I really didn't like. And the modern Dooms are very cool for what they are. Yep. They are thoroughly enjoyable, good fun, you know. But obviously, Doom is Doom, and that's what it is. And now, what if you would ask me, like, rank Doom amongst the other ones you played at the time, Duke Nukem 3D and Quake 2, I'd say Doom is up there alongside, like, better than Duke Nukem 3D. Definitely better than Duke Nukem. Probably not as good as Quake, because Quake 2 specifically was such a fucking legendary game for us specifically. Absolutely. But yeah, when it comes to love, it's just like smooth, the bosses, the environments, how the levels played out, the puzzles, the sort of keycard system, the variety in enemies, the variety in guns, you know, everything. There's really no complaints.
Yeah, I mean, my three are basically the different variety of weapons, the amount of levels. I mean, there's like 28 levels or 25 levels.
There's quite a lot.
You know, and just the fact that it's a basic straightforward game.
Yep.
Go in, kill, and that's it. It's just fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, what about something we don't like then? This is a bit harder because it's like, well, all you can any complaints you'd have, it's going to be down to age. Oh, it looks a bit crap at times. Yeah, of course it does. It was a 1993 game. Of course it does.
I was picking. I just put basically, it's the same thing over and over again. Go in, kill people. That's it.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Poor graphics.
Yeah, that criticism of like go in and kill is something you also praise.
I know, exactly.
Because you know we have many games where you're puzzling and you're doing that, and it's like here's just a game where the goal is simply destroy everything, get to the exit. That's a lot of fun at times. That really is, and there's a variety in Doom's levels, variety and stuff like that. It's hard. That's about all I can really go, because I was going to complain about secrets and all that, but I'm like, I like the way Doom's secrets are set up. I like how when you find something, you're like, oh, fucking sweet and stuff like that. I like the way the levels end, the sort of down, you know. Yeah. There's really nothing. I can't think of anything I can really criticise about it. Has FPS got better? Of course. Doom's got better. But for 1993, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, like I said, I watched a video on YouTube, and a guy done a review like 2020, and he was saying that the same, like, it still holds up to this day.
Thank you. You've just given me a negative. Thank you. You've just sparked it. This is specific to one port only, and it's one I reviewed on our YouTube channel. I reviewed Doom on mobile. And obviously, I'm doing this on the basis that you're not hooking a controller up. Because I kind of feel like if you're going to review a game on mobile, you should play it as they want you to play it, which is where it's on the screen. So if I hook up a controller up, it's going to play nicely because, of course, I'm using the controller. But when you're using the screen, it's painful. It's Doom, and it feels like Doom, and it's great to play when you get used to the controls. But in firefights and action moments and platforming moments, it's an absolute nightmare to play. Yeah, like a lot of games.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how would you do it? I mean,
do you know the worst? Totally off topic, but the worst game I played on mobile because of those Tomb Raider. The screen was full with buttons. I'm like, the fuck? But yeah, Doom on mobile. There's a negative. It's got ported there. It's not the way to play this game. Absolutely don't. Favorite moments, scenes, bits of music.
Like I said, I already mentioned in my life. You know, the fact that I've got a memory of being in secondary school and playing this on the PC.
Yeah, that's a great memory. I'm just going to talk about the music. We all know it. Gates of Hell. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's so. That's one of the most iconic video game pieces of music ever. You know it. You're probably humming it now in your head. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?